You're listening to the Evil Metal Gamers podcast.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Evil Metal Gamers podcast, where you get all the nerd news for this week
and every week. I'm Frank Berna.
And I'm Jose Roldan. And let's just start off with saying that, first of all, it's a very slow week.
What week is this, by the way?
Oh, okay. Is that what we're doing now? Okay, so it's October 20, 2017. And we've been sporadically trying to find some news to talk about. It wasn't really a very busy week. And
unlike last week where we were 2 hours and we could have kept going with the material, this week it's a bit slower.
Which is fine.
First, before we do anything, I want to give a big shout out to Crashboat429 at Twitter hitting us up, telling us that
read the tweet.
At Evil Metal Gamers, hey, you guys might have probably talked me out of getting Battlefront 2, #Dream Killers, and I will wear that badge of honor with great pride of crushing one's dreams. Listen, based off everything that I've been reading from multiple websites,
yes,
the game is not as great as expected.
No, everybody's very disappointed.
Extremely disappointed. I hearing everything from the first player. Story mode is really just basic, lame. It's not good at all. And that was an aspect that I was looking forward to, essentially because it was Imperial, it was the Empire, it was the dark side, and it was everything that took place during 4, 5, and 6, in between 6 and 7, and then into 7. There's
other things that I didn't like. Why, if you're gonna do the beta, do something where people Naboo, you could have picked so many fucking planets.
Yeah, you know what you could have did? You could have did Naboo with Jar Jar fucking Binks and the rest of the fucking Gundas.
Of course.
And that's what you could have done, and that would have been just some epic fucking shit.
Yeah, okay, that's true, but
no, that's some dog shit. But anyways, with that being said, I want to talk about something, and this is something that I actually got, and I've been thinking about it for a while now, and this is completely off topic, but I do have something to say, and that is that this may be nostalgia hitting me and everything in between, but I've come to the realization of this. From the year 1997 to about the year 2004, we had the greatest era in video games. Not just video games, but entertainment as a whole.
Okay.
And when I tell you that this is the greatest era as a whole, as far as entertainment goes, hear me out real quick. 1997 was far and away the start of the greatest time for entertainment as a whole. 1997.
Specifically 97.
Well, yes. 1997 because the PlayStation is coming out in full swing, right?
2 years in.
Yeah, 97. September 97, Final Fantasy VII comes out. At the same time,
go ahead.
4 of the greatest systems ever. This is debatable from so many sides. From 1997 to 2004 are out. 97 is also the release of the N64.
Is it?
1997 is the release.
97?
1997 is the release of N64, where it came with Wave Run. It didn't come with.
Really? Was it 96? You're 100% sure?
Yeah, because I was in middle school.
All right.
So 97, 64 comes out. You good?
I'm checking your facts.
Go ahead. In this, you have Final Fantasy VII. You have the N64, you have Mario 64, you get Wave Runner, and I think it was Pilot Wings 64 as well.
Okay. Pilot Wings. Yes.
At this time, you're also getting wrestling at its height. You're getting Stone Cold Steve Austin. You're getting The Rock. You're getting Triple H. And then WCW was actually good. And you had the NWO. You had Goldberg. And all of this is coming out. All right?
Yeah.
That being said, movies are really fucking good around this time. This is when, what the fuck is his name? This is when Will Smith was actually a summer draw with Men in Black, with Independence Day, movies along those lines. This is also, and now I'm starting to go later in this 97 to 2004.
Fact check. It's 96.
It was 96.
96.
What year? What?
September 26, 1996.
I got the month right.
You did.
I got the month right.
All right. 97.
97. Men in Black. We're also getting Metal Gear Solid.
Was that really?
We're also getting Resident Evil 2.
Was that 97?
We're also getting GoldenEye.
Man, I remember Resident Evil and GoldenEye. Yeah, GoldenEye must have been 97. It was a year in.
Okay. So now.
But I can't believe I went a year without playing Metal Gear. I remember trying to rent that at Blockbuster, and it was always out. And this was in college, and I was in 98. Yep. Well, I'm old.
Yeah. So, are we...
Okay.
Okay. And then we start to get we get the movies The Matrix.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
When Keanu was awesome.
Then, soon, we get the PlayStation 2. But before we get the PlayStation 2, we get the Sega Dreamcast. Oh, I also forgot this little tidbit. In 1997, there's a television show called South Park that came out. Yes, sir. South Park was released.
Was that 97 also? Man, are you just throwing facts out there without actually checking?
And there was so much great shit that comes out.
I'm checking your facts again.
Go ahead. Check my facts again.
Okay. Where are you getting with this?
We get a bunch of great stuff, right? At the end of the 2000s. Not at the end of the 2000s, but at the end of this era of 2003, 2004.
August 13, 1997.
At the end of this 2003, 2004, EA is this Goliath juggernaut of awesome games. Not bad games, awesome games.
I thought they only had sports.
No. They had, ready? The Need for Speed Underground series,
yes,
which was really good.
Mm-hmm.
They had the Def Jam wrestling games. They had, damn
Def Jam.
Yeah, those were actually fun games. The wrestling games.
I used to love playing EA, and they go like, EA, it's in the game. Remember that?
Right?
Oh.
You had SSX.
SSX.
You had Burnout 3.
When Burnout 3 was 2002, 2003, it was such a good game.
And all of these great titles led EA to become the Goliath that it is. And
what happened?
And then it went downhill. And, we're looking at Battlefront, which is going all multiplayer. And I'm going here with this in the aspect of they let go of Visceral this week.
Okay. Can you explain to everybody, please?
Visceral has created a franchise that Jose and I both love. We joke about it all the time because I have the platinum, he doesn't. And I'm not trying to rub this one in your face.
But he is.
It's a joke that we always do. They created the Dead Space franchise, and it's a really, really, really good franchise. I love the games. I would love to see a remake, remaster, hell, a whole new character in that realm.
Yes.
Anything along those lines. There was this rumor that they were working on either a Dead Space remake or a Dead Space 4. They were always juggling those ideas. But then EA gets this Star Wars title. Not the Star Wars title, excuse me, the Star Wars contract. And EA puts everything to a grinding halt. And they're like, you do Star Wars, and you do Star Wars, and you do Star Wars. And everybody's
Weren't they doing that even before Disney owned?
No. Because everybody was freelancing Star Wars. Star Wars is one of those things.
LucasArts?
Yeah, LucasArts had its own.
Yeah. But
had its own video game company. Yeah. So
the one with Starfighter was EA though, wasn't it?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. No.
Force Awakens.
They go and they take Visceral Studios and they're like, you guys are going to make a Star Wars game now. Scrap that Dead Space because it didn't sell 15 billion copies like Call of Duty does. So that's what you're going to do.
Can you blame them though?
I can blame them because...
Well, first of all, before you continue about EA, EA in 2013 was voted Again, I'm looking at an article here again. So that means it already happened the year before as the worst company in America. In America. This is after Ticketmaster and Bank of America and Carnival Cruise Line, which are all evil companies too.
Dude, Bank of America, the BOA can suck my dick.
The point of the matter is these companies, Carnival Cruise also is horrible. The EA is a game company and it's... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's only a percentage of gamers compared to the amount of people who would do Ticketmaster or Carnival Cruise. And it's voted the worst company. And you expect anything different because they went ahead and destroyed Dead Space?
But it's now, from what I'm hearing, is that it's putting the single player campaigns and single player games to
I know.
to a place that we don't want. At least from my perspective, from our perspective, I'm speaking for you, Jose, but it's getting to the point where people are like, we don't want single player campaigns because we want the multiplayer, and multiplayer is not good. It's fun, but it's not good, and that's where I'm going with this. It's fun, but it's not good. You can say how Overwatch won Game of the Year and all this other bullshit. I don't want to hear it because I go back.
Bullshit.
But you know.
Okay. Yes, I agree.
Go ahead.
I agree, though. I agree. I mean, even in Overwatch, when Overwatch first came out, I was the same way. I hated the fact that it was all online, and I played it and I liked it. But you do have a point. All online is getting ridiculous. Heck, I mean, they even implemented this in Shadow of War, where they're putting online too. Did you even get to see that?
No, what the? Oh yes, yeah. You can get vengeance for if one of your friends died by an orc because they suck. You can go and avenge them,
or you can conquer their whatever, their territory or their fort. But come on, all online though.
I don't want it. I don't care about it.
Didn't they learn from Battlefront 1?
I mean, okay, so I have it. I owned it. I got it because George told me to get it, and it wasn't bad.
Thanks, George.
But I have the Elder Scrolls Online. It's not good.
I don't know. Some people beg to differ. People like it.
I like Skyrim, and for me personally, as a single player gamer,
you could play it online by yourself.
Yeah, but it's not. But from there, when you have an online game, you give up something. You give up graphics. You give up ability. You give up
graphics. Maybe yes. It's not as good as the other ones.
I just want Tamriel, the entire continent, because Skyrim's only a chunk of what Tamriel is. Do you know this? Yes or no? Are you aware of this, or you're not into the lore?
The only other Scrolls I played was Skyrim. I didn't like the other one.
Skyrim is one of the greatest video games ever created. You will never win this argument with me.
Of course not. How many times they remade it?
And I own them. I own both of them.
Except the Switch.
No, if I get a Switch, I'll probably get it. I'm not being facetious. I will probably buy that game for a
it'll look good
system. Like, I don't know what I would do because I travel a lot and I do these Spartan races. And to get on a plane to fly cross country to do a Spartan race, I just want to get on the plane and go to sleep. You're gonna tell me that I get 3 hours of Skyrim on a fucking plane?
And planes have that. You can connect it though, and so you don't even have to worry about the battery.
But dude, do you know? I swear I've lost hours just in the menu, like cleaning up my gear for an hour.
Oh my god!
3 hours of that game. Oh no, there's a whole fucking video and thing of how I'm a Skyrim hoarder. Jesus Christ, the amount of shit that I have in one chest. The amount of diamonds and rubies and just crowns, and I'm just like, yep, this goes into my stash. And I just have so much nonsense because of Skyrim. But this is that single player campaign. It allows me to just dive deeper. And why do I want to expose this to other people online? I don't.
We're different. I think we're just a dying breed. You may not want it. We talked about this today. You may not want it. I may not want it. But millennials probably want it, and that's probably what it is. That's what people want these days. I mean, with the coming of the internet, that's why wouldn't you want to play with your friends and stuff? And I mean, it's hard. Like I tried World of Warcraft. I did. I really did. I tried for 2 months because I just didn't know what the big deal was.
You gave it 2 months? I gave it to level 20 and I was like, fuck this. And this is back when it first came out.
I made it to level 45. I never made it to 50. I thought to myself, I mean, and I play by myself. I never play with anybody. I mean, I hate that they make you do this. You play with other people in castles and stuff like that, and the people get pissed if you don't do it the right way, and it's a real, I don't like that. Then I play Final Fantasy, and Final Fantasy is the same thing. It's the same thing. I mean, I'd rather play Final Fantasy by myself, personally, and I also like that I can use different characters when I'm playing Final Fantasy. I don't have to rely on someone else. I don't have to rely on a healer. I don't have to rely on a tank. I have full control of everything.
Yeah.
But I guess online just gives you the ability to be just one person, and some people like that. They just prefer it like that.
So with Visceral disappearing, it kind of worries me because this could possibly be the beginning of the end for these kind of this genre of gaming. I don't want it to end. I mean, we've spoken before about the Uncharted series and how I really, really like the single player campaign. They have a story. One of the reasons why I play games, I enjoy this story. And that's where a lot of people are saying this story in Battlefront sucks. And
what story? There is no story.
No, in the Star Wars Battlefront 2.
But how do you know it's not out yet?
No, I'm reading it online. I'm reading.
And people are saying it's bad?
Yeah.
Who?
GameSpot. GameSpot said it was really bland. It's really mediocre. You see
and it's
everything
too bad
coming.
You get to play in the bad side.
Yeah.
You figured that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I was figuring there's some grimy shit going on. Like to me, the bad character, the bad guy, the villain is always a vastly more intriguing character. I mean, fuck, it's one of the reasons why Game of Thrones is so goddamn good.
Yes.
When you see how people can be conniving, how people can be evil and just get away with it, it gives that depth and the idea behind it, that level of realism. And if you take that away from the story, it's no good. Fallout 3, I'll never forget Fallout 3. Fallout 3, I
already know what you're going to talk about.
Fallout 3, I was a motherfucking scumbag in Fallout 3. Fallout 3, I would go to a village, and they'd be like, hey, help us, save us. And I'd be like, pay me, and I'll save you. And then they go, here's the money. And then I would, because I had my speech ability all the way up, I'm like, no, I know you got more. And they go, fine, here, take us for everything. And I'm like, oh, I will, bitches. Because then I would rescue their like 3 little kids. And after I rescue their 3 little kids, I'd wait till everybody's asleep and I'd rob them blind. I would pickpocket everybody while they're sleeping. I would take every last bottle cap and I'd say, oh my God, fuck you, man. No, it's a wasteland. You know what was one of the best things, though?
It's a wasteland, but Mad Max would have never done that.
I don't care what Mad Max would have did.
I'm just saying.
I'm a survivor, dude. You know what I loved? You know what I loved?
Don't.
You know Little Big Town?
No, I don't remember Little Big Town. It's been a long time since I played Fallout.
Little Big Town was where the little kids were. Where if they got to a certain age, they got thrown out into the wasteland.
Probably. Yeah, I think I remember.
Okay, so there's an area called Paradise Falls where you take people for profit.
You mean slaves?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're full on evil,
oh my God,
and you're one of these people who hunt slaves, there's a person waiting outside, and they're like, convince the kids we get more money, and then you go in the Little Big Town, and you tell the kid like, I got cookies, and they go outside, whoosh, yank them up.
Oh, that was a yank, not a whip. Okay. Oh my God.
You got to see the hand motion. The hand motion was pulling, not.
Oh my God. Well, we lost 2 more people.
Hey, welcome to Evil Metal Gamers.
He's talking about Fallout. Please save your emails. He's talking about Fallout 3. Because you have to be. I don't want to be careful. This is my podcast. This is our podcast. This is how we were going to talk about. But you know how the internet.
I mean, there's
especially those people who started doing that evil, the Wolfenstein thing. They started complaining about the ads on Twitter.
No,
it takes place of. It's a fictional story of what would happen if the Nazis took over America.
And this is, I mean, we're both minorities here. I mean, you're Hispanic. I'm Hispanic Native American with white in my blood because of my father. But, I mean,
my God, he has to find a way to say it every time.
But with that, I mean, we're not racist. We're not sexist. We're not
no
anti-Semitic. I mean, and in this day and age, everybody has to be so careful. We're trying to be realistic, and we're trying to be as transparent as possible. And if we have to make these disclaimers like, look, we're not racist, and I feel like every time we say that, it's like,
well, just in case somebody starts off like,
yeah, I know,
they're walking on the podcast and you're talking about enslaving a kid because you're luring him with cookies. I feel like there should be a disclaimer in that little spot right there, just in case if mommy walks in and Timmy's listening to us. So, no.
Rated M for mature.
It is. It's just rated M. We have it on rated M. Anywho, how do we get to Fallout? You were saying about the Dead Space of EA. All right.
Well, no, I'm talking about the single player campaign.
Well, I mean,
and what makes those games great. I didn't like The Witcher. We're probably gonna lose 6 people because I
probably 30.
So we're at -6 listeners. No, I mean, honestly, guys, I didn't like The Witcher. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I played it, and when I say I played it, it wasn't that I turned it on. I was there day one. I bought the game, and I'm like, yeah, I got it. And
on day one.
And I put it in, and I put a solid 20 or so hours in it, and I didn't have fun personally.
But anybody who plays Witcher knows that 20 hours is just 1% of the game.
I didn't have fun with it.
That's fine. Everybody's trying to.
No. Everybody's different, but still, the amount of Game of the Year awards that won, the amount of sales it won, and there's nothing about it that says, "Hey, I'm a multiplayer game." When Zelda, that's going to win the 2017 Game of the Year.
That's a prediction.
The 2017 Game of the Year.
I still think Mario Odyssey, but we'll get to that.
The game that's probably going to win the Game of the Year, once again, is a single player campaign. And if it wasn't for that single game, I don't think the Switch would.
I don't think so either. You're right.
Switch wouldn't have sold nearly as many. So for all these companies, they're like, we need a multiplayer game. That's what everybody wants. I'm looking at you, Activision. Don't you dare plug that fucking game. I'll hit you in your chest. I swear to Christ.
Which game? Which game are you talking about? The one that comes out next Tuesday?
Yeah, I will punch you in the chest.
He brought it up. I didn't say anything.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Oh, I'm sure George is smiling.
Yeah, that's his Game of the Year. God damn it, George. All right. No, but let's switch gears to something positive in the single player realm. I saw it at E3.
Which one?
And today I showed Jose the creative director's trailer of this game. If you want, go and look at IGN. They have this 10-minute, what would you say, behind the scenes?
Yes, about 10, 15 minutes. 15 minutes is probably.
Yeah, it's really, if you're into art and you're into seeing how something really goes into being made, the game is called The Last Night.
The Last Night. And I think this is more for people who buy the Blu-ray movie and then they actually watch the commentaries.
It's incredible.
It is.
It was, when you see what these guys, and what is it? It's a team of 4, 5?
I think it was like 6 or 7. It wasn't a lot.
It's nothing. These people are taking the old school Super Nintendo style games, pixelated. Well, no, but that's the thing. It's pixelated. They're giving it depth. I don't think that was something that the old, the Nintendo couldn't handle it. The Super Mario Brothers.
They could still do it in the Switch. I think so.
No, on the Switch. Hell yeah, they could do it on the Switch. No. I was going with Super Mario World. Super Mario World had that level of depth to a certain degree where if you ran fast enough, you went behind.
Super Mario World 3.
That
Mario
was
3. Yes.
But Super Mario World also had it on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
And I feel like they could have done the depth had they had the creativity that we have today. Oddworld, and that was one of their.
Oddworld was awesome.
Oddworld was great, and they blurred that line between 2D and 3D.
Yes.
I'm loving the cyberpunk world. I think cyberpunk is an extremely interesting world. It has so many layers to it of going back to me liking the bad guy. The grittiness of it is what makes it awesome because it's colorful, but it's dirty, and there's you have a realm of positivity. Like the bright lights make it look like it's all fun and games, but when you get behind the scenes, it's really dark.
Yeah, it is.
And they really capture that essence. And the director, who's I'm not sure what his name is. He's a Frenchman.
That nailed it down to
but
to Ubisoft.
But
I'll look it up.
But what I really liked about it, and this is, I feel like this individual would do this. When you look at someone like Hideo Kojima, they never take full credit for their product. They explain their inspiration. Snake is based off of Snake from Escape from New York, Escape from LA, because his real name is Pliskin.
I didn't know that.
His real name is Pliskin, which he gave to Snake in Metal Gear Solid 2. He says his name's Lieutenant Pliskin. A lot of what Hideo does, he says, this game inspired me, this movie inspired me. Did you know Metal Gear Solid 5 was inspired by Walter White and Breaking Bad? To have a good character go just completely evil, and thinking that what he's doing is the right thing.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah,
to know that he watches some of the stuff that we watch.
Dude, when he said that, I was like, I want MGS5 now. When I read that interview, I went crazy. But also
I'm the one that knocks. I'm sorry.
But also, Quentin Tarantino's another guy who never says my ideas are 100% original. This movie inspired me. I wanted to do it like this. I wanted to pay homage to this character. I always wanted to do a Western film. I took things from Tombstone, Wyatt Earp, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly to make Django. I take Saving Private Ryan when I make Inglourious Bastards. The things that inspire me I get from other people, and I put my own aesthetic to it, and that's something I like. That's something I respect as an artist, as a writer. I love those kind of things, and that's what this man did.
Oh yeah, he Ghost in the Shell. He used
Blade Runner. He even brought up Odyssey.
I mean, it gave me more of a Fifth Element vibe.
Oh, it did.
The underground cities and stuff like that.
But when you see the work that's going into this game, it really gets me excited.
Is there a release date?
2018 is the release date, and
they put it.
And it's going to be a launch exclusive on the Xbox. But anything that comes on Xbox comes out on PC, and with it being a pixelated game, your computer is not going to require that much.
Yeah.
I'm getting a Steam account for this game. I'm really, really excited for it. It has that Cowboy Bebop. The character is this broken character, and let me tell you, the broken character, the broken hero, is always my favorite hero. When you look at Batman, when you look at Wolverine, when you look at Punisher, when you look at Spawn, when you look at Kratos from God of War, when you look at Joel from The Last of Us, they're all broken. And the thing is they're broken, but they don't want other people to suffer. And that's why they continue to do what they do, if that makes any sense.
But I mean, you got all that from the trailer? They don't talk about the guy or the character or anything.
His body language says it, and that is something that they're really doing a lot of, is they're getting a lot of body language. There's a scene where he jumps over top of he jumps over a countertop, and he ducks behind it, and there's bullets that are shooting at him, and his body language is like he's scared, but he's on this verge of like, I'm gonna give up and just stand up and just take one in the head because I'm tired of this. I'm tired.
You got all that from that scene.
Yeah, if you watch it and you dissect it, you can see it. You can see a character that doesn't want to do this anymore. He doesn't have this really tight grip on a gun. It's very loose. It's like, dude, I'm so tired. I don't want to do this. When you watch him in the bathhouse and he pulls the gun on the fat guy.
Yeah, that was actually really cool.
He just is like, dude, shut the fuck up. Give me what I want. I want this thing to be gritty. I want this to be bloody. I want to feel sad. I want to feel it because those are the feelings that when you're playing a game, we will never forget when Clementine has a gun.
And she has to
you have to either put Lee down or you can walk away. I don't know about you. I was not about to let my friend turn like that.
I put him down.
I put him down too. God, that was such a hard moment, man. That was such a hard moment. That's one of the hardest, as far as I'm concerned, that was one of the hardest moments in video games. That choked me.
Have you played any other of those?
I played 1 and 2. I also played The Wolf Among Us.
That's an awesome one. Part 2 is going to be amazing.
Oh, yeah. Wolf Among Us was great. The Batman game was really good. The first one. I haven't played part 2 yet. I like the first one.
I like the first one too, but it's too bad that the Game of Thrones is not getting another one. I like Game of Thrones.
It's confirmed that it's not getting another one because I read that it is getting another one.
They're going to wait for the show to end.
Oh.
And then they're going to work
That's fine. I don't care. I will take that.
Because it's just... They start doing stories around that shit now, and then...
Did you play it? Did you?
Yeah, I did. I liked it. What did you let live? Which brother?
I went and I let the younger brother live the first time. I want to go back and play it again. But you know what?
I let the younger brother die.
You let the younger brother? I let the younger brother...
Got his head chopped off?
Yeah, she did.
She did?
Oh.
I didn't get... Oh, no. Not that sister. Not the sister.
Yeah.
The younger brother got killed, but he got decapitated too in a fight.
No, the sister... I killed the sister.
Yeah, I got... Oh, my God. We're just doing spoilers everywhere.
Well, no, but that's the thing about it. She can live.
If you cheat, lie, and betray your family, yes.
Well, no, you can just sit there and say that I'll marry you. You have that choice. You had the options. I wasn't expecting her to die. I was not. I didn't think that they were going to go with it.
Neither did anybody for Ned. And where's Ned's head?
No. I thought that she was going to be an integral part of the story and that they wouldn't have killed her.
It could probably be.
No.
It could be. She could live for the next season.
I'm telling you, no. You see her head roll. She's dead.
No, I'm saying if you let her live.
Oh yeah. You can let her live. You can say that I'm going to marry you and everything along those lines. You have the choice. I spit in a dude's face. Like I was like,
yeah.
I spit in his face, and she walked out. And then I think they say what's the Forester's quote? It's not fire from ice.
Iron from ice or something like that.
Something like that. It's because they're from the Iron Forest. And she said that, and I was like, what's going on? And then there's an executioner, and it chopped off his head. And then everybody has their little lines about, like, what happens to said individuals.
We will see. I don't know. Maybe they won't do it. I mean, Wolf Among Us took a long time. But, hey, we got out of track. Let's go back to last night. They give him 45 days to do this trailer for E3. I mean, the amount of pressure to put a trailer out for E3, you really need to impress. If you throw some garbage, you need to impress.
They impress.
And let me tell you how important a trailer how much a trailer can do for you at E3. That what's the name of that garbage that came out that was just absolutely terrible? The one in space.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. If that doesn't prove that a trailer in E3 can predict how much you will sell of a game, I don't know what will, because that game was absolutely garbage. But look how it impressed on E3.
It was so. I feel like that game was too daunting. That was such a huge task, and you had a lot to live up to. And
he lied.
I don't think he lied.
He lied a lot, bro.
I don't think he lied. I think this is the problem is he wasn't prepared. He was ill prepared. He had an idea. He had the algorithm. He had everything set up. He wasn't ready for the sheer size, and he didn't have the server support that he needed to cross-reference people. He didn't. He didn't have it. He created a world and he created a universe that he was like, no one will ever meet ever. So I don't
think you ever did.
No, there were two people who were on the same planet at the same time, but because the servers weren't actually linked, they never saw each other. They were what they did is
It would have been better if you saw each other and you could kill each other.
Well, what it was is they like saw each other. Well, they saw that the person was discovering things literally like minutes or seconds after the other person discovered something. So they added each other via PlayStation. And then they started talking like, hey, where are you? I'm over here. We'll go to this spot. And then I think they even exchanged phone numbers and they were talking. And they're like,
now they're married.
No, they're not.
I thought that's what your story was
That's
headed.
really lame.
Yeah. George and Dylan.
But did we not do a disclaimer earlier?
I'm talking about our friends. They were the only ones who purchased this game and they loved it.
Oh my God, we do have video evidence that Dylan purchased this retail.
They both loved this game. They
purchased it retail. Well, Dylan.
Yeah.
No, but Dylan purchased it.
Oh yeah, he did talk about it in the.
Yeah, he purchased it. Excuse me, retail. 4 days after.
Even after he found out that people hated the game.
Yeah.
So you're wondering why he's not in the podcast anymore. We had to make a harsh decision. Anywho,
yeah.
So catch it. I mean, what's the name of the first game? It's
No, the first game is called The Last Night. There's a
it's a small. Released. It's a short.
Yeah, from what I hear, it's short, but a lot of people, and I'm one of those people who, when I saw what it is, there's a world there, and when there's a world worth exploring, it's worth exploring.
Yeah, of course,
and
absolutely. I feel like the stuff they put in that game, they put like weather effects. They made it into like more of a 3D atmosphere, and it's still pixelated. And they even put lighting effects into the pixelated character and the shadow and everything. It's just unbelievable. Do yourself a favor and look at the trailer again if you get a chance, and if you can watch the making of the trailer, watch it, because there's a lot of hidden details that the director talks about,
and you can see them. Like, from just a base model, and then you
like storyboard.
Yeah, but you can also see how they build on it, and the level of detail in the final product. You're like, wow, it's really mind-opening.
He even used Prince of Persia as
the original
reference. The original Prince of Persia. The original. Kids don't think it's the one for PlayStation. The original
on PC. That was a PC.
That was a long time ago.
So,
what else you got?
Sticking with Ubisoft and sticking with Prince of Persia and the franchise that came from Prince of Persia.
Yes. Coming out next week. I'm getting it. Not the shoes. If that's what you're going to bring up.
So, our very first podcast.
Kanye. Go ahead.
If you go online, if you go on YouTube, if you look up the Mama Fifi channel, you can see our very first ever podcast, which we had a lot of fun. And this is the reason why we're on what? Episode?
I don't know. 7?
7?
Yeah.
Or I think we're on episode 5 here, though.
5 here, 7.
7 there. You can hear me bitch, moan, and complain about video games and selling advertising and why I hate it. And
oh yeah, I remember we talk about the
shaving,
the Final Fantasy and the shaving and all that.
And all that. My worst dreams have come true.
Tell them. Go ahead.
Okay, so I work in an inner city school, and my students are predominantly African American. When we talk video games in my school, we mainly talk about sports games, Call of Duty. Those are the genres that they typically play, and then one of their favorite games, more so than Madden, is NBA 2K. They love NBA 2K. They don't like The Last of Us. They don't like the Skyrims. That's not their cup of tea. And there's nothing wrong with that. To each their own. Where one likes rap music, another person likes country music. It is what it is. I'm not going to try to dissuade somebody from doing that. That being said,
Okay.
my students do not like Assassin's Creed. Now, don't get me wrong. If one of my students is listening to me right now and you love Assassin's Creed, that's cool. We're cool. We can talk about Assassin's Creed when it comes out. But a lot of them don't. And Ubisoft was like, how can we get into this market? How can we attract the minorities? How can we get into this group of people that doesn't like our franchise? How can we coerce them? I know how to do it. Raise one asshole's hand. Let's exploit them. What do black people like?
But you got to do it in a French accent.
I can't do a French accent.
What do you?
What do black people like? They like sneakers. There are sneakerheads. Da, 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 da. Because there are individuals out there who will pay a ridiculous amount of money for shoes. And for those of you who don't know, a sneakerhead is a person who collects shoes and never wears them.
What?
Like baseball cards. So what they did was they found somebody who makes really expensive shoes. One Mr. Kanye West. And he makes a shoe called a Yeezus.
Is that really? Do you know?
You didn't even know that
I didn't even know
that it was called that.
I was like, what is that? What are you showing me?
So the Yeezus sneaker runs for anywhere from $250 to $300, and then they sell out. And then when they sell out, they don't make them anymore. So people sell these fucking shoes online for $5,000, $6,000, $7,000.
What the fuck? What are they like those little? What do you call those stuffed animals that used to sell? People collect them.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
What do you call them?
Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies.
So that's what people are doing.
Here we go. I'm looking at a picture of them right now as we speak.
So
they're not even nice.
No, they're ugly as sin.
They're as ugly as fuck. What is this?
So
I want to be caught dead wearing these.
With that, Ubisoft has gotten with Kanye West and says, we are making your sneaker very, very limited edition, so much to the fact that you can't even buy them. That
you have to win them.
You have to win them. There are 16 pairs.
16 pairs.
16. Not 60. 16.
That's 8 shoes per foot. That's ridiculous.
So with that, you have to buy the special edition. You just can't buy the game. You have to buy the special edition, which costs more money to be entered in a drawing.
Why?
To win these shoes. If this isn't exploitation, I don't know what the fuck is.
Of course it is. I mean,
and it disgusts.
What do you have to buy? The most expensive one?
I don't know if you have to buy the most expensive one.
How to win a pair of Yeezys, RT Chance. Keep going. I'm looking
but
here.
With that,
it's only open to UK people.
Oh, it's only open to the UK?
It's only open to the UK residents over 18.
Oh, I didn't know that it was only open to the UK, which even limits the crowd that much more. It's really, really ridiculous. And the fact that that's happening, I'm scared for the future of video games. And what else are we going to try to sell to get people to buy our games? I don't need an extra handout to buy a game. If your game's good enough, I'm going to buy it.
I'm trying to figure out here, how do you enter?
From what I read, you have to buy one of the special editions, which this fucking game has 6 special editions.
Yeah, I don't get it. Why you need so many? Whatever happened to just 3? The one with just the game, the special edition, and the box set. That was it. What is these 6 for? What are the 6?
Why do you need more than 2?
Because, one came with a statue. The other one came with some DLC or something like that. Sure, I'll look it up right now to see what so 6 of them. No, not the shoes.
Oh, 6 different.
6 different. That's crazy.
Special editions. Yeah, that's what it is. It's. You tell me. I'm asking.
Most of the people downloads digitally now too. I mean, I don't understand. Nobody.
No, I buy.
Well, not that many people.
Oh no, not that many people. No, it's like, I mean, hell, the other day I went out to buy the new Wu-Tang CD. How many people buy actual
Okay,
CDs?
but if they have 5 different editions of that Wu-Tang CD, would you buy them?
No, I'm buying one.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Let's see. Assassin's Creed Origins. So you got the steel box, the deluxe edition, the regular one, the God's Collector Edition. What the I had no idea about this stuff till you said it.
You didn't know about all this?
No, I figured they had the one with the statue, the regular steel box. And
I told you there was 6 fucking different. I wasn't exaggerating, man.
And then they have one that is what? Assassin's Creed Origin Dawn of the Creed Legendary Edition Limited, 200 sold in the USA.
And it's like what, $350, right?
Well, I think it's so sold out, and it says here it's $2,500. But it's an awesome statue.
Suck my dick.
I'm just saying it's an awesome statue. I never said it was a
$2,500. That thing better
Bro,
be made out of gold.
Bro, there are some statues that are very expensive. Look, that Diva one was like $2,000 or something like that. When they're real statues, not that cheap stuff you get at GameStop when you get a box. A real statue made out of stone, which means somebody actually took their fucking sweet time. It's art, but yeah, I mean that's for people who have money. The fact of the matter is they shouldn't have even sold it. I mean, I'm sure some rich kid got it.
Do you hear me breathing into this fucking microphone? Like you're pissing me off.
Dude, don't get mad at me. I'm just telling you what the additions are.
I just want to break something right now. Jesus Christ!
They're all sold out. So some obviously it's sold.
And that's what.
Well, I mean, Frank, if it's selling, listen. At the end of the day, it's the consumer that decides if this stuff works or not, and it's obviously working. We talked about this last time. We don't like the loot box, but if the consumer is playing and paying for it, then they're gonna keep doing it. The only way you can stop something is if you don't buy it, because that's the only only language.
But that's what
these companies know is money.
But it goes back to you look at music and you look at movies and you look at all this dog shit that comes out on a day in day out basis. For fuck's sake, Cardi B in that Bodak Yellow song was the #1 song in his country. Does nobody in this fucking country have goddamn taste anymore? What the fuck is wrong with you people? Jesus Christ! Like you need to do this world a favor and just jump into a pad of acid and scream into a microphone. Then I'll listen to you. God damn, your suffering will bring me pleasure more than a fucking stupid shit. I'm sorry, dude, and I know I'm like. I try not to curse on this so that I can at least sound like a decent human being. But for fuck's sake, man, with the Justice League fucking movie, that godforsaken game made by Bungie, and now this dog shit with God, I'll fucking punch you in your fucking face right now.
Which game?
Jesus, like I can't, dude.
I almost want to buy it so I can give a review.
It makes me so livid, and it's not the fact that I can't even formulate my thought. Just give me 1 second. It's not the fact that it's bad, because people like bad shit. It's the fact that it's bad and it's making so much fucking money that they continue to churn it out each and every year.
What are we talking about?
I'm talking everything. I'm talking movies. I'm talking books. I'm talking TV shows. I'm talking video games, man. When Call of Duty is still one of the top selling games, we are a part of the fucking problem. Not you and me, but we as the consumer are part of the problem. And until somebody, and this is one of the reasons why I love doing this day in and day out, hopefully I get this shit across that, listen, stop taking whatever the fucking man is feeding you. Stop saying, hey, this is the new shit, I should take this. Open your fucking eyes and say, holy shit, this game is balls.
Okay, all right. Let's go back to the editions that you disagree so much. They do it for cars, right? All you need is a fucking car, but then they have the limited edition. They have this shit and that special edition of that shit. And at the end of the day, it's the same fucking car with different things. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Wait,
do they do the same fucking car and then they have a special edition of the same car, limited edition or whatever, they just have extra shit in there, right?
Yeah, but I don't need that in my
But I mean, of course they're gonna use that fucking formula and add it towards games. Why not? If it works, they're gonna try it out, and obviously it's working.
But by you accepting it, by you sitting there and saying that this is okay,
no, I'm not saying it's okay.
But you are
because if it works for Frank, it's a corporation, and to them, they don't care about yours or my opinion. They only care about money, and as long as people are buying it, Your opinion is worth shit to them because all they care is about the money.
Right, but the other thing is this, is that the other people, nobody is sitting out here saying what we're saying. Nobody's sitting here and standing back and saying, look, this is bad. This is, and when I say this is bad, period. It's a bad product. It's a bad gimmick. And the fact that nobody's opening their eyes and saying, holy shit, this is bad. That's where the problem lies. This is where all my anger stems from.
You're right.
This is where, when you're telling me that 200 of these godforsaken products have been bought and sold for $2,500, do you realize how much money that is?
I know. I mean, Apple doesn't do that. Apple doesn't throw the same fucking phone the next year with the letter S on it.
What do you mean?
They do the same thing. They do the same fucking phone. And they add an S, and that's a special edition or whatever the fuck. And people buy it. Nobody steps up and says, oh, this is ridiculous.
Oh, no.
Why are they doing this?
No, I do.
I mean, people buy it every year.
I know.
And they're just adding a letter to the fucking phone. So it doesn't just fall on phones. It's just something they do for the consumer.
Have you not been listening to I'm saying in every aspect. I'm not standing here and defending Apple that they should release the new phone
I'm saying this is not something new. It's new to games, but I mean, obviously it's working. Now the shoe thing, that's
the shoe thing's one thing. The shoe
that's
thing's
wrong because that's to lure you to buy the. You say you have to buy the most expensive one or whatever. Or
you have to buy. Yeah, you have to buy.
That is wrong. That's like
that's exploitation,
exactly.
Man.
It's like giving cookies to someone and making them slaves, right? I hope you were listening to the beginning of the podcast.
No, it's bad. And now I'm gonna go. We go from here to. So for the past couple of weeks, I've asked Jose, I've asked Dylan. Games they're excited for. What we're looking at. Things along that nature. 2 games that I was really looking forward to after reading some stuff and seeing some things. I feel betrayed. And one of them is last week I was talking about the Gran Turismo beta. I was really excited for it and I was looking forward to playing it. But then I read the things that they don't advertise, that it's always online. You always have to play online.
Is that the first Need for Speed to do that?
No. This is Gran Turismo. This is the Gran Turismo. Need for Speed was always online. They got rid of that feature. After so many people complained about it, they're getting rid of that feature for the new Need for Speed. But with the new Gran Turismo, it's always online. From there, and from what I'm reading, you don't get to buy your car. The cars that you get are essentially loot crates.
Again with the loot crates.
That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. A game that was predicated on you race with shit car, you save your money.
You seeing the Japanese are doing this too?
And this is what's happening in this new Gran Turismo.
Wait a minute, is this Japanese? Yeah.
Yeah. And I read about that, and it broke my heart because I was really looking forward to this new Gran Turismo game, and they did that. And
we're doomed if even the Japanese market is doing loot crates.
Yeah, no, it's a bad business model.
Yeah, bro, did you see how much the news has spread in the last week? We talked about this on Friday, and this whole week.
Everybody's
talking about how bad it is.
Yeah.
Now one person has backed it up.
And this is where I think we are a good voice. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just saying I think we are a reasonable voice because we're not selling a product to you guys. We're telling you how we feel. We're telling you as gamers and as people who love this shit and who've grown up with this, that this stuff is bad. It makes me not want to play games. It makes me not want to buy games. You've dissuaded me, and if that's the case, so be it.
Look,
but
you were excited about this game last week.
I really was. I was like, shit, yeah, Gran Turismo's back. And then they said it's always online. They said that you can only play with the cars that you win, but you don't get to pick the cars that you win. It's a random lottery, and you only get to do X amount of things. And 168 cars is still a lot of cars. Like, I don't need every little, Nissan Skyline that's in the game. I don't care for that. But I still should have the right to choose whether I want to use a Nissan Skyline or a Mitsubishi Eclipse or a Honda Civic. And the fact that they're gonna randomly draw out what car
that's gonna get you. That's gonna get you hooked.
No, but it's if there's 168 cars and I win X amount of races, I'm gonna essentially get every car because it's just a random thing. There's no reason to generate revenue if they're not gonna be able to continue to give me the same car.
But
And if they do,
how do you know that? So they're doing it like that, where you're gonna get a car
yeah,
every time, right? It's not like, but it's like loot crates.
yeah. Well, the thing is from what I saw, it's after you win an event series. So it's basically you have to play 5 races.
Okay. And then do you know how it comes out? Did you know what I mean?
I did something where it was like a wheel.
Oh my god!
And the cars spin in a wheel, and there's a light, and then the light stops, and whatever the light stops, it kind of like goes flashes, and that's the car you win.
That's the car you win.
Yeah, so that's how they did it. In the original Gran Turismo, they had this license thing where you couldn't even play the game until you got the license.
I remember.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I did a license. I got the first license in the beta, and they did that for the car. And I thought that was just what they do. If you get the license, you have the opportunity to win a random car, which was cool because there were like 5 or 6 tiers on the licenses. So I can essentially win one of several cars, and then I can use that car in the main campaign. When I found out that the entire campaign's like that, I was like, fuck you, man. I was mad. I was really upset.
You think they're gonna do this for old games now?
I don't know.
Like Last of Us 2? You think Uncharted will do things like this?
No. I think the multiplayer will. I don't think their first person will. I don't think there's not room for it in their first player campaigns. I don't. I don't see it. I see it in the multiplayer. I don't see it in the first player campaign for Naughty Dog at least. And Naughty Dog made some money off of me from their multiplayer. I don't play multiplayer games a lot. Their multiplayer game was fun. The Last of Us multiplayer game was really fun. And
Tomb Raider one was terrible.
They had some really cool aesthetics, like masks and stuff that you can put on your character. I think I spent like $6 on it total, like to get a mask or to get one of my favorite weapons was the shotgun. And I got the
this pay to win.
No. You didn't get the shotgun. You got to kill with the shotgun. I don't know. Did you play the online mode?
For Uncharted?
No, for Last of Us.
No.
Okay, so there was this thing where like you're crawling on the ground. That's like your last bit of life, right? You can either get 1, resurrected, or 2, you just bleed out and die. But if I shoot you down and you're crawling, I can walk up to you and do a special kill. And the special kills were, with the shotgun, you walked up, shot him in the back of the head. The back of the head exploded. The special kill, you go, you hit the guy over, you point the shotgun down at him. The guy grabs the gun, you hit his arm away, you blow off his arm, then you shoot him in the face. It was awesome. It was so great. It was worth the $1 that I spent.
Oh my God.
But that was $1. This isn't a random loot crate where
you picked what you wanted.
Right. Now, if they do the random loot crates...
I think it should be like that. You pay what you want.
If they do the random loot crates for that kind of online stuff, I'm not going to play your online. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, no. We'll see with Red Dead.
No, I know.
Don't say anything.
No, I do know. Do you know what I do know? I do know the Grand Theft Auto 5, and I've said it a million times in our group text, and I will continue to say it is one of the greatest video games as far as production has ever been done. And they make their money because they have the shark card, and the shark card allows you to buy whatever the fuck you want. Their business model works. You don't sell close to 100 million copies on a game that is rated M for mature without having a convincing business model. And their business model is this: we're going to release free DLC, and you can either grind it out and play it to try to buy the stuff, or
use your real money.
Or use your real money to buy the stuff.
But you buy what you want.
But you buy what you want. And their business model has proven to work. How do I know? Because they're selling a game that's coming up on 4 years old for $40.
But you don't know yet. till the other game comes out. You don't know. You can.
Are you kidding me? Why would you why would you reinvent the wheel? Why?
Because if it gets people more hooked, you get the 4 million people, whatever. How many people? Whatever. You take the amount of people that are playing right now, paying with the credit card, and you change it into the gambling format of paying, and you get random stuff, they will pay more.
No, they won't.
Did you not say that this is a way of gambling to trick people into paying more?
Right. But this
How
is,
would you
but,
know they didn't do it? You can't make that decision till the game's out.
No, this is because the business model works. How many? This is ready.
Yes. Okay.
No. Stop.
Okay.
How many people are playing Overwatch right now? I'm not being
plenty of people. Yes.
Plenty of people. It's not even close to 100 million. It's not. The only other 3 games that have been at the 100 million mark are the goddamn Tetris and Minecraft.
PUBG.
That's it. At the 100, there's 100 million people. 100. Stop and think about how many people 100 million is. If PUBG is at 100 million sales, 100 million.
Okay, Frank, I understand what you're saying. But you keep thinking that these people think like you. They
No.
They're a corporation. They're a business.
Right. And their
Money
business
is their
model, their business model has proven that their business model is making substantially more
yes.
money. No, and that's my point. That right there is my point. It's like this. I can either nickel and dime like these people, or I can continue to make money how I've been making it. And if my model is making me more money than they're nickel and diming, why am I going to change it?
Because all you have to do is get some smart accountant to sit there and convince them otherwise. If they can convince people that's what they do. They send somebody in there. They say the numbers. This is how it's going to work. You're going to make more money. And it can be added to any other game. Just because they have a business plan that works doesn't mean that they won't change it to make more money.
No, that model.
I know it's hard for you to grasp that they might change it, but they could, and you don't know that.
Right, and then when they do it and then they make less money,
then they'll change it back, but you don't know that. They might still implement loot boxes.
No,
how many games are being added loot boxes that we not expected to have?
Right, and is it working?
It's not working. You're right.
No. And with the bad publicity that it's getting now, they're not going to add it in.
Okay, the game is almost done, so maybe they won't add it. Maybe they already did add it.
No, that's a simple fix, dude. Something like a
simple. Do you know what it takes to just take something like that out of the game?
Yeah,
it's not something you do in a week.
The game's not coming out for several months. It's something, and you're talking about a feature that's in the game, dude. They're going
to try it out first.
No,
if they are going to do it, they're going to try it out first.
No way, because it won't. I will just about guarantee that the online mode for Red Dead Redemption 2 won't be out till summer.
Okay.
Summer at least.
All right. So
summer at the earliest. So
what now? What did they add it, Frank? You're not going to play it?
What?
If they add loot boxes to that.
Oh no, I won't play the online.
You won't play the online?
No, but
but there will be other people who would. Man, I'm getting too close to the phone. To the mic. There will be some kid who will put money on it. And that's the thing, that you think that everybody thinks like you. I don't like it. You don't like it. But Jimmy, who's the son of a lawyer, might like it.
I will probably say that rather than nickel, I think I spent $40 on shark cards.
Okay.
And that's on top of a $60 purchase for the original game. So that game has gotten $140 out of me alone.
Like I said, it was just a theory.
But
I don't want to say yes or no because we don't know.
No, I feel like
You feel.
I feel like this is, and once again, when you look at the business.
Did you think EA would cancel Dead Space? Did you think they would shut them down?
No, I didn't think it, but I could see it. It upsets me. It upsets me. But it's also, EA's a bad company. EA is a bad company. Activision is a bad company. Konami's a bad company.
How dare you?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is gonna be me sounding like a fanboy. When you look at what the Sony product makes, when you look at the Naughty Dogs, when you look at Insomniac, when you look at Naughty Dog, Insomniac, when you look at Santa Monica Studios, they put the money behind the product because the product does well.
Well, we will see. We don't know yet. We don't know what the future lies.
No, I mean, you're right. We don't know what the future lies.
We don't know what these corporations are thinking.
Well, we know what the corporations are thinking. The corporations are thinking, how can I get the most bang for my buck?
Because the producers and directors have no word in this.
Right.
No, it's the company that decides.
Look at Hideo.
Exactly.
No, I understand. I mean, how did you hear the rumor that oh my God,
What's the rumor?
I'm drawing a blank. The woman from Naughty Dog who worked on Uncharted, who worked on The Last of Us, who left Naughty Dog to work for EA, to work for one of these Star Wars games. There's a rumor that she got let go. How the fuck do you let her go? I can't remember her name. It's like Aaron. I want to say. I apologize.
Okay, then why did she leave Naughty Dog?
No, she left Naughty Dog in pursuit of this the Star Wars game because it was always
And
her
they
dream.
let her go.
That's the rumor. But it was one of those things where when she left, Naughty Dog were like, we wish you the best of luck. We hope that you create another amazing game because I think she was responsible for Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3. And I think she had a hand in The Last of Us. I could be wrong with The Last of Us, but I know she worked on Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3, and Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3 were epic.
Uncharted 2 was amazing.
And so she went to EA to try to do one of these Star Wars games, and I think she might have been the director for the Visceral Star Wars game. And I mean, this goes back to what I was saying. We had this conversation earlier about Hideo getting fired from Konami. That he had offers from everybody to work with him to get good games, and he said, at the end of the day, I trust Sony that they will give me the freedom to do what I want because they believe in my vision. And
I hope so.
And the more that these conglomerate, cesspools of Activision and EA continue to make these shitty games, we just need to stop supporting them.
That's the only way to do it.
We need to stop supporting them because I'm done. I was looking at the beginning of this year. I was looking forward to Battlefront 2. I'm not gonna lie. I was really excited for Battlefront 2. I was excited for the campaign mode. I was excited for a lot of stuff. But this game,
really wanted to. I really was gonna get it still for the story, and then you're telling me the story sucks.
That's what.
Damn Chinkies. That was what I was gonna get it for. Just a story.
No, and they're not. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to do. And I'm going to continue to bash these companies. And you can look at me and call me an asshole for it. But hey, I'll wear that hat proud. Hashtag Dream Killers, man. I'll rock that. Because I don't care. I don't care that bad games are losing money. Steam did it.
Oh, yeah.
Steam did it. And that was beautiful. Oh my God. You want to talk about me being happy about something? Hell yeah.
You mean when they just got rid of that company?
They got rid of that company.
Taking over 500 games or something like that.
Hey.
Destroyed them.
But that's what we need to do.
They had to go out of business.
That's what we need to do.
And no warning, too. They just...
Do we really need a Transformers 16 movie?
You're right. I agree.
I'm done with it, man. I'm done with all this nonsense. The last thing I wanted to do was become this gimmick on this podcast where we're always arguing and we're screaming and we're yelling and we're now this kind of entity, this Fox News or this Skip Bayless on Pardon the Interruption or whatever sports show you watch, where the only thing they do is yell and scream over top of each other. I don't want to be that. I love games and I want to talk about games, but this week here and hearing this stuff, it really upset me. It upset me as a person, not just a gamer, because I see where the problems are and I see it, and everyone's like, yeah, well, what are we gonna do? And it's like, fuck, man, there is something you can do. Stop.
You're the consumer.
Stop
yes.
buying, man. I mean, you laugh, but it bothers me. It really does. It really does. Because I go back and I know I'm bringing this thing full circle, and I think we're going to wrap this up here. But
I think we have to.
But I go back to, and we didn't have that much to talk about anyway, so it doesn't kill me. But
we still got an hour in.
We go back to 1997 to 2004, and those were just great great games, and we played the hell out of them, and we played them, we beat them, we put them back on, and we played them again. The amount of times I logged my Final Fantasy said 99, like they had the little time bar, and that thing said 999999. That was completely maxed out. I'd have to say 4 or 5 times. The amount of times that I played Resident Evil to try to beat that 1 hour and 45 minutes. Just trying to do those speed runs to be like, oh, I did it again.
It was tofu. Tofu?
To get tofu?
No, to finish with tofu.
Oh, because he only had the knife.
I did it too.
He only had the knife, right?
Over and over, just that knife. Especially when you get in that room that has over 20 zombies.
But that was that was what made gaming great, and we loved it. We cherished it, and we played everything. I mean, we played everything, and now they're trying to exploit what we love, and I'm tired of it. I want to go back to I want to go back to the times when I enjoyed going to GameStop at 11 o'clock at night to stand in line to get my copy of a game at midnight. Give me something to look forward to. And to be quite honest, I'm going to say it. Nintendo's doing that again.
Oh, yeah. They never stopped, though.
No,
they weren't.
They weren't making games for me.
Exactly. Not only that, it was just they fell behind. Let's just say it like that. But their motto is still, it's all about the games. You know, it's all about the people who play them.
Yeah. No,
we got to wrap this up.
No, I mean the Metroid, that Octopath, getting Skyrim, and being able to get those third-party titles, I think is really important.
Very important.
Jesus Christ, how many units has that Switch sold?
A lot. It was the number one system in September.
Wow.
So keep it up while you have the momentum, and please Nintendo, don't turn into, not that Sony or Xbox have anything to do with this, but just weed out these companies that do this if you can. Anyway, guys,
it's been real.
It's been real. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Guys, leave us any comments that you think about what we've been talking about, or email us. Check us out at Twitter at Evil Metal Gamers, and
hit us up on email, evilmetalgamers@gmail.com. Check out the YouTube channel, Mama Fifi.
Mama Fifi, yes. We also put we have our podcasts everywhere. We have them on Android, we have it in Stitcher, and now we're putting them on YouTube too.
And Google Play.
And Google Play. What? That's Android. They know that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not. Well, I mean for
iTunes. Well,
no, it's not on iTunes. It's just the podcast.
The podcast. Yeah.
For us, it's just podcast.
Alrighty, guys. All right. Take care. See you next week.
Love, peace, happiness.